Okay. Well, look, let's just carry on. We'll go back and backfill in a minute. Postal services in Fendalton, Waimairi community. Just one of the wordings that I'd like to see changed here is endorse the proposed New Zealand Post Centre integration into the Fendalton Service Centre in alignment with the Citizen Hub strategy. With as many of the services previously provided by New Zealand Post as possible, because I was in a shop in the Fendalton Mall on the weekend, and unfortunately New Zealand Post have already closed their service. There is no notice on the window saying it's going to be available, the service is going to be available at the Fendalton Service Centre in February, but because there wasn't an alignment between this decision and their decision to close, the rent on the shop that they had doesn't expire till January, so the people that are going to move into that shop can't move into it because there is still a rental agreement, so it's empty. And people, elderly people, have been coming into the shop I was in on a daily basis saying, where is the post, where's New Zealand Post gone, and why is my shop not there? And the reason that, and so I've sort of undertaken to let them know, that I've let them know already that this decision was going to be made today. But what I discovered was that it's not intended to include all of the bill-paying facilities. And actually, these people need bill-paying facilities more than anything else. These are not people who go online with internet banking. These are not people who find it easy to go to places, and then to hear that the post box itself won't even be located there. We've got to find a better way. So I kind of want to encourage staff to work with New Zealand Post to get as many of the services previously provided by New Zealand Post into our hub as soon as possible. So that's what I would like us to recommend today.
I totally agree. Do you want to put, namely bill paying or something like that, because they do a whole host of things, but I agree, a lot of the people that I've talked to, it's the bill paying, doing your rego for your car or all of that sort of stuff. That's really what's...
Yeah, especially paying bills and registration. So moved by Jamie, seconded by Raf. Yeah.
Can I just, I'd like to actually add an amendment to this here, an additional point, that our staff work with New Zealand Post to actually see if there are other places or other our centres, like some of the volunteer libraries, because New Zealand Post are doing rationalisation of these of their post offices all over the city. We lose them in Redcliffs, we lose them in Woolston, so and obviously other areas. So it'd be really great if we could actually have that facility available, or potential of that facility made available in some of our other areas which we currently administer.
Yeah. Our staff to work with New Zealand Post on providing services through other service centres, libraries, council, or through other council facilities.
Yep.
Through other council facilities. All right, Yanni.
Can I just clarify, because this isn't about New Zealand Post providing the service as I read it. This is about us providing New Zealand Post services at council facilities.
Yeah.
So can I just check in terms of, that's a change to our level of service. It's a change to an activity management plan. There's no consultation that we've done on that.
What are you trying to do?
Hang on, no, that's correct.
We're hiring a staff member. So I'm not against doing that. I just want to make sure, given the advice we've had previously today around the need to consult on these sorts of things, because I just want to understand how the space that's in this library and what the staffing impact is on us as an organisation. Given our financial situation, where we're sort of cutting a lot of cloth, and now we're taking on more staff and giving away some space in a building that wasn't built for it to be a post office.
So
There is
in,
income there.
in looking at the projected revenue, potentially we would need to employ one of our staff, so not additional staff, but increase the hours of one of our staff. We will test that though, because currently when New Zealand Postal Services are busy is when we're quiet. So there is potential with our current staffing that we just absorb the additional workload.
Okay.
There is revenue though, isn't there, that comes off the postal
Yes,
service?
so what happens is we get commission on sales effectively, 10% on stamps, 20% on packages, and 40% on boxes and things like that. So that's how we generate the revenue.
Right.
And does that revenue cover the staff member?
It would,
So
yes.
it comes
Yeah.
out cost
Yes.
neutral?
Yes, absolutely.
There is a belief that it'll be cost neutral, but there may be, and it may be that even if we were to offer someone else the capacity as an agent for New Zealand Post to run other services through our thing. I just want us to do the work and know what those opportunities are, because the more that we can offer, you know, I mean, I don't personally agree with some of the decisions around some of these, what do you call them?
Rationalisations.
Reorganisations within New Zealand Post. The trouble is that there's a world of difference between even someone my age and somebody who's in their 90s, and in this area we've got a lot of older people who are still quite mobile and everything. They're happy to jump in their car and go down to the post office, but they are not going to go online to pay their bills or get their car registration or whatever. So the more that we can do for, you know, our citizens, the better. All right, so I will put that motion. All those in favour say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say no. That's carried.